visit with me in Middleburg, Virginia.
Middleburg, Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, spin off of D.C.
Yeah.
Anyway, and her sister was living there. Her sister was a pretty successful president of a real estate, commercial and industrial real estate rental agency, and so I did. I drove up and I stayed at her sister's house. Anyway, we went to a fox hunt.
Oh my God.
And
That's the most uppity shit.
you talk about, you're right. Went to a fox hunt. Now I had a really neat looking sport coat and a tie that had horses on it.
Mm.
And I had taken them with me.
Uh-huh.
And so I whipped on that tie and that coat and went over to that fox hunt. And who would be there but Robert Duvall? And she introduced me to Robert Duvall. And so I walked away, and he was with this woman, some woman that he was living with at the time. And after a while, Andy said, "Why don't you go over there and start a conversation with him? Tell him that you were a medevac pilot in Vietnam." So after a while, I did. I walked over there and I said, now, this was after the movie Apocalypse Now.
Oh, yeah. Apocalypse Now is an 80s movie.
And I said to myself, I am not going to say, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Good.
Because I knew everybody was saying that to him. And I knew that he probably wouldn't want to talk to me if I said it. But anyway, he and I started a conversation.
What was it? What sparked the conversation? Was it
I told him first of all that
your service?
I was a Vietnam veteran, and I told him that I had enjoyed many of his movies.
And I'm thinking, at this time, this is late 90s, so you would have been in your 50s, and he would have been in his late 50s or early 60s. He's a little older than you.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. So okay.
Anyway, he was sitting there with her, and we started this conversation back and forth, and he started talking. He said, "Well, where do you live?" I said, "I live in Atlanta or close to Atlanta." And he said, "Well, I get there occasionally." He says, "Do you know of any good restaurants there?" And I told him about the one. I can't remember the name of it now.
Mary Mac's?
No, the one that I like best of all, which was the one where I took Liza and her aunt and uncle when we got married. That was our reception.
And Atlanta's known for having some good.
Well, this was the best back then, and it was known to be the best. And it was more like a country club setting, but it wasn't a country club.
How close to Piedmont Park was it? No, the Piedmont Park's got some races.
I don't know. I don't
not Piedmont
recall.
Park. Okay.
The Tavern on the Park?
But
That's what I
anyway,
was thinking.
Wow.
anyway, I told him about that restaurant. I told him about a couple more. He said, "Well, some of them." He said, "Well, I've been there before. I really like it." And anyway, we go carried on about first one thing and another. And about that time, a young boy came up like, "Can I get your autograph?" So
Oh yeah.
he looked at the kid and he shook his head. He says, "All right, give me your pencil." He said, "Get an autograph." When the kid walked away, he said, "I get so tired of that shit." But anyway, it went on.
But he did it.
He did.
He did it. And he didn't tell the kid to bugger off.
No, but he did some later. I saw him waving some off. Anyway.
Yeah. I can say.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
I can imagine how, you're off with your girlfriend and at a fox hunt. And
Sure, but he didn't treat you that way.
No, well, that's what Andy said. She said, he sat and talked with you more than I've ever seen him sit and talk with anybody.
So what else did y'all talk about?
I don't remember. But mostly what I just...
Poontang?
Well, wait a second,
we didn't talk
Dad.
about
Didn't you bring up the apostle?
I don't remember.
I
don't remember.
Didn't you ask him about Marjo?
About Marjo?
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that you had brought up the apostle and you asked him if Marjo had been an influence on him.
I may have. I don't remember. I may have done that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I really don't remember. But and George C. Scott. I mentioned to him that my mother was a second cousin to George C. Scott.
George C. Scott.
And that's when he started talking about alcoholics. He said, there's just too many damn
addicts.
Well-known actors who are alcoholics and
Was George C. Scott an alcoholic?
Huh?
George C. Scott was an alcoholic?
Oh my God, yes.
No wonder he was so
That's
good.
what killed him.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And we talked about stuff like that for a while. Anyway, after a while, I said, I've really enjoyed sitting here talking with you. I got to go back over and check on Andy. And
now, did he know your ex-wife? Did he know who she was?
Hell, she lived on this property.
That probably helped you. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But, Andy was there, her sister was there, and her brother-in-law. And there were a bunch of really neat people and several
Kind of
attractive young women.
Yeah.
Took a liking to me.
Well, when you and you're with Robert Duvall, there's a lot of man there to like. I mean, I would be intrigued by Ron Martin and Robert Duvall.
Let me tell you something. The reason that I had made contact with Andy primarily was that, number one, your mother and I were split.
Yeah.
Number two, I wanted to see what kind of a person she was.
Yeah.
Because if I had been fair to her when I divorced her.
Shit.
I was too fair, really. Yeah. But anyway.
So you walked away feeling...
Anyway, I wanted...
Some unanswered questions.
For some reason, I wanted to make that determination.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Anyway.
I understand those itches.
And
you gotta scratch.
Anyway.
Did you talk to Robert Duvall at all about Marjo? Do you remember talking?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I probably did.
Dad, what?
And I don't remember if I'd even seen the apostle at that time.
I think you had.
What do they do on a fox hunt?
Huh?
What do they do on a fox hunt?
Well, you got all these people on horses and they turn a fox loose, or in some cases.
Oh, they turn a fox loose.
Turn a fox loose.
Oh my!
And they go
God.
riding after the damn fox.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
That is got to be. And what does it result in?
It results. I don't know. I can't.
Does it result in a dead fox?
No, it may, but I don't remember it doing so.
And they have a bunch of dogs and horses.
Dogs and horses, yes.
Oh my!
But they'd
God,
go,
and
you'd hear the dog.
ringing.
Whoa.
That is so uppity. But he was